Good afternoon, Ramesh.
Good afternoon, Councilman. It is nice to see you. Is it election time already?
Do not be so sinister, Ramesh. I am just here as a customer.
You are always welcome, no matter what hat you happen to be wearing on the day of your visit.
I do not buy what your silver tongue sells.
Now who is being sinister?
When my people came and offered to drive you by car to the election station last time, you declined their invitation.
Did they say to you what reason I gave?
They said that you explained that both your legs are fully functional and that you were sad to learn that a supposedly efficient election team like mine did not know that you had two good legs.
I hope you were tough on them and told them to do their homework much better next time. I do not want them wasting your valuable transport resources on people who can walk. After all, as a councilman, the people who elect you trust you to manage the financial resources of the town efficiently.
I know that you can convince fish to leave the water, so I will not argue about your true reason for not accepting the ride and take your concern for the efficiency of using my transport resources at face value.
Councilman, it is my humble advice that people who get elected to office should avoid using words such as fish or sheep in any conversation they decide to have with their constituents. It creates images in the mind of the electorate that politicians should hope are never created.
Why do you dislike politicians so much?
Why do you say that? I like them to the extent that I hand them a proportion of my hard-earned income for them to spend as they wish. I then beg them to refund some of that cash as services to me. Regrettably, they make me feel that the service for which I paid for in advance is a charity that I do not deserve, yet I love them so much that I re-elect them.
Don't you think that is too much of a generalization and is therefore too harsh? After all, those who elect us are intelligent enough to make a wise choice.
Hello, Ramesh.
Good afternoon, Rosa. I will be with you in a minute once I serve our councilman.
What councilman?
Jonathan Lionfurt at your service, madam.
Very bad move, councilman.
You stay out of this, Ramesh. You are with the government then.
Local government.
That is something different than the central government, Rosa. It means...
Ramesh, I told you to stay out of this. I am very unhappy with you lot.
Me in particular or the local government in general?
All the government, whatever description you put to it.
That is a dramatic statement. What is the problem you wish to complain about?
You are moving into quicksand territory, councilman.
The problem, Mr. Councilman, is that my son Jack has still to find a job.
Has he been out of work for long?
Nearly 8 months since he left to Kazakhstan.
Do I understand that he is now in Kazakhstan, and he did not find a job there?
Yes, what are you going to do about it?
But Kazakhstan is a different country. It is more than 12 hours by aeroplane from here. What makes you think that a politician in this country will have any influence there?
You have an embassy there, don't you?
I am sure we do, but I do not think its remit is to find jobs for people who decide to go and live there. What made your son think he will get a job in Kazakhstan?
He read in the newspaper that they have found oil in that country, and he thought he could find employment as a result.
Is Jack in the oil business?
He ran a fish and chips shop when he was here, but she was never happy and kept pushing him for more.
Who was not happy?
Who do you think? His wife, of course. As to why he stays with that cow is beyond me.
So Jack decides to go to another country to find a job. He fails to find one there, and you blame the government of this country for this.
Of course, I do. You lot issued him with a passport, did you not?
We cannot prevent him from applying and getting a passport.
Why not? You seem very capable in preventing my grandson from going to school for 1 week.
He hit the teacher, so what do you expect?
All I am saying is that they can be tough when they want to. So what are you going to do about finding work for Jack in Kazakhstan?
I am afraid there is nothing much I can do.
I will remember that when it is election time.
What is it you came to the shop for, Rosa?
My usual 2 packs of Breathe Easy cigarettes, 2 bars of Energy 4 all chocolate, and a box of Rest Assured fig paste biscuits.
Back to what you were saying, Councilman. I think you were talking about intelligent voters before we were interrupted by Rosa. Please do carry on.
I think I just received a message from heaven through Rosa.
I do not think it is a message from heaven, but rather an earthly reality check. What did you understand the message to be?
I should focus my attention on the silent majority and forget about the troublesome few who are always complaining.
But if the majority is silent, how would you know what they want? And how would they know what they are entitled to get?
It is my job to know what is good for them, and it is their job to trust that I do know.
So you want them to vote for the man, not his policies and ideas?
I do not see the distinction.
I suppose you wouldn't. Anyway, what is it that you needed from my humble and very silent shop?
A large box of chocolates. I am visiting my brother-in-law who has just had a hernia operation.
What does your brother-in-law do?
He is a marriage counselor.
I am not surprised he had a hernia operation. I wish him early recovery, and I hope that all warring married couples can wait until he is back on his feet. After all, without marriage counselors, we are all doomed.
I will take your comments at face value and thank you.
Councilman, I am a simple grocer. Stop reading too much into what I say.